White and gold, black and blue, who gives a shit? I think we can all agree on one thing here, that this here dress would make a great batagasa for Cuban grandma.
Bring it on!
Geeklings, this past week was jam-packed with goodies aimed to tickle us at the base of our enthusiastic little nervous systems.
Tickle, tickle.
Alright, so we got a lot of ground to cover. And let's get right to it with Joseph Kahn, who made quite the impression on the interwebs with his dark and gritty Power Rangers fan film. That's better. Now I can show images. The short, featuring Katie Sackhoff and James Vanderbeek, was meant to be satirical. It's a play on Hollywood's growing tendency to make everything we loved as kids grittier for the modern age. Gee, I wonder if I've ever done something like that.
Including you, Ashley.
My name isn't Ashley. Opinions on the film have been divisive, even among former Rangers. Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger himself, gave the film a big thumbs down, particularly for its violence and language, while the original Black and Pink Rangers, Walter Jones and Amy Jo Johnson, were in favor of the film. Well, one thing is for sure, Saban Entertainment is totally not feeling Khan's efforts, and it looks like they will do whatever it takes to make sure that this fan film takes a one-way trip into Rita Repulsa's space dumpster.
Yes, I like it!
Now that Sony and Marvel have made the moves necessary to make Spider-Man a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, speculation and debates are abound. One thing that is clear is that Andrew Garfield has more than likely slung his last web, which it's a shame because he was actually a great Peter Parker and Spider-Man who had the bad luck of headlining films that were widely regarded as failures. So who will the next Spidey be, and should it even be Peter Parker? Rumors of Miles Morales being the MCU Spider-Man have only seemed to pick up steam. Miles has a genuine fan base now, ever since his controversial arrival in the Friendly Neighborhood. Hell, he even turned us around. If the MCU truly want to differentiate themselves, then Miles Morales is the way to go. I don't fucking know why I did that with my voice. I do it a lot. I prank called a lot as a child. Sure, the casual Spidey fan may cry foul or even be confused, but dudes, there have already been 2 people who have played Peter Parker and told versions of his story in the past 10 years. Miles Morales gives us a completely blank canvas, and with someone like Community's Donald Glover, whose name has actually been thrown around for quite some time now, that's a decision we could really get behind. In video game news, the new Arkham Knight trailer has made the rounds, and holy tits on a stick! This game just keeps looking better and better. Yes, tits on a stick is a thing. You make what you will of it. Let your imaginations run wild. And not only that, it has been confirmed that this game will be the first to get an M rating. Now don't be holding out for hope that you get to pick up hookers in the Batmobile and have them polish your utility belt, okay? The rating is primarily due to some key and intense sequences, and as the last game of the proposed trilogy, they have said that Batman will be going to some pretty dark places, just not strangling a prostitute dark. Finally, 2 very different staples from our childhood have found new life as a new DuckTales the Animated Series is on the horizon, as well as a new film in the Alien franchise. A DuckTales, a woo! Okay, maybe we did not have the most healthy of childhoods, but they were fun as fuck. Plus, exposure at a young age to both of these properties led to some pretty righteous nightmares, like having Gizmo Duck help us fight off the Alien Queen. A new DuckTales series is really exciting. We missed the hell out of Disney Afternoon, and I hope that this is the beginning of a trend, and that they will bring back shows like Darkwing Duck, Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Gargoyles. Dum 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 dum. All I ask is for Disney to not fuck with the formula, especially the animation style, okay? No ponytails, no cottontails, no. DuckTales. Woo! Remember the production art that District 9 and Elysium's director Neil Blomkamp posted a couple of months ago of his vision for an Alien sequel that left the net salivating at the prospect? Well, not only is it official that this film is happening with Blomkamp in the director's chair, but this film is pulling my new favorite Hollywood trend, and that is erasing shitty films. That's right, folks, the Alien quadrilogy is set to become a proper trilogy with the retconning of Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. At last, we have the chance to see a satisfying conclusion to Ellen Ripley's story. Hopefully they just pass 3 and Resurrection as some sort of funky-ass, hyper-sleep-induced series of traumatic nightmares. I know we personally feel they are. So what say you, geeklings? Were you a fan of the Power Rangers short? Are you honestly hoping for a similar tone in the new feature film? Do you want to see Miles or Peter suit up for Captain America Civil War? Will Arkham Knight's M rating help it or hurt it? Are you ready to head back to Duckburg? Are you as stoked as we are to see Sigourney Weaver return as Ripley for a new, definitive end to the franchise? As always, like, comment, subscribe, share, and check out our latest fitness series that we launched last week, Level Up. Also, please stay up to date with the latest and greatest in geeky news by visiting aggressivecomics.com. Viva net neutrality, and stay geeky, my friends. Of all the souls I have encountered in my travels, his was the most human.